Hey guys, how is it going? Welcome back to a brand new tutorial, a let's build, whatever you want to call it. Now today, boys and girls, we're going to be building a large wooden house. And I've actually marked out a little plot in front of me. So the plot size we're going to be using, okay, we got 30 blocks going as this way. Okay, and then off the 30 blocks, we got 16 blocks going as that way. Okay, so we got 30 by a 16 plot from above, looking a little something like this. Materials we're going to be using, we're going to be using some stripped oak wood, some stripped spruce wood, some spruce planks, and some spruce stairs. As per usual, we'll be using some more materials. We'll get to those later in the video. Now, I do have a few kind of concrete blocks on the ground. Just kind of give me a little bit of help when it comes to placing it, because this is a lot to remember off the top of the head. First things first, I'm the realist. We're going to be grabbing the stripped oak wood, and we're going to be jumping from the left corner, one block diagonal, and placing it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 blocks high with our stripped oak wood. We're then going to be jumping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and on the 8th block, placing another 6. So 1, 2, a 3, a 4, 5, and a 6, of course. Now, from the first block we placed, we're going to jump. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and on the 14th block, place another 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Once again, we're going to leave 7 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and place another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Now, directly next to this, we're going to do another 6, like so. And from this little back pillar, we're going to count 1, 2, 3, and 4, and place another 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4 blocks again. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Directly next to this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And a 3 block gap this time. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. From above, this is what you should have. Okie dokie, heading over to these 2 back pillars, we're going to count 1, 2, 3, and 4 blocks away, and on this block, the 5th block, we're going to place 10, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 blocks high. Now this is going to be the only 10 block high pillar, so don't worry about it. And we're next going to be moving onto our 4 block high pillars. So, 1 block diagonal from this, we're going to place 1, 2, 3, and 4, and do this another 3 times along, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and you get the picture of 1, 2, 3, and 4. Next, jump in 2 blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, and another 2 blocks, 1, 2, 3, and 4. This time, turn in sideways, we're going to be leaving 10 blocks, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. On the 11th block, 1, 2, 3, and finally 4. A bam. Turning again, there's a lot of turning, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 2 blocks again, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 2 blocks finally. We're going to place 1, 2, 3, and 4, and directly next to this, another 4. Bam, 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 and bam. Oh yeah, baby. Now, in between these pillars, we got our 2 blocks, and we got our 1 block just behind these final 2 pillars we just placed. We're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12, giving us this little kind of U shape in between these pillars. Now, jumping to the second pillar we placed, we're going to jump 1 block diagonal behind this, place 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, we're going to jump 1 block, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 again, 4 block pillar, and finally 1 block again, 4 block pillar. Oh yeah, so in total at the front here, we should have 1, 2, 3, and 4 block pillars. Dude, I feel like I've been saying 4 so much, but hey, it's the name of the game. This side, we're going to do exactly the same, all the way along, so 1 block, bam, 1 block, bang, 1 block, bam, 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 bam. And we should have, in total, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 4 block pillars on this side. Try to do it a little bit differently there, so I didn't have to say 4 so many times, but holy moly, that's a lot of counting in today's video, boys and girls. If you do enjoy this, do leave a like. It truly does help me out. Now, from this pillar, we're going to count 1 block, 4 block pillar, bam, 1 block, 4 block pillar, bam, 4 block pillar, bang, with 1 block in the middle. Pretty much mimicking the other side. So pretty much whatever's on that side, it's going to happen on this side. It's kind of the same over on that side of the build as well. But for the 4 block pillars, yeah, that is it. No more of them to be placing. Alrighty, now we're going to be grabbing our stripped spruce blocks, and we're going to jump behind this front little section here, okay? Behind this kind of first gap, we're going to place 1, 2, 3, and we're going to do this again another 4 times. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, bringing all of these up to 3 in height. Now going this way, we're going to do 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, bringing these up to 3 in height once again. Now we're going to be grabbing our stripped oak wood, and we're going to come back this way. We're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and bring these all the way up to 3 in height. A little something like so. Now, we're simply going to connect this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and bring this up, you guessed it, to 3 in height. Let me just do this just here. and bam. Now, you probably guessed what this is going to be. This is actually going to be a swimming pool. So, on the bottom, we're just going to remove all the grass or whatever kind of material you got underneath. And we're just going to be replacing this with some strip spruce. But this time, instead of kind of facing upwards, we're going to have it facing like this way. Right, so on the wall, it should come downwards. And on the floor, it should kind of go all the way to the side, which I think is a pretty cool feature. Kind of adds a little bit more detail and depth to the build. But that is the swimming pool pretty much marked out. Now we've got to kind of place some strips behind these little gaps here. So on our first gap, again, we're placing 1, 2, and 3. And we're going to do this for the rest of all these kind of little gaps that you can see in between the wood. From above, we got this going on. Next, we're going to be raising the last 4 pillars by 1 block. So let's do 1, 2, a little 3, and a 4. So these blocks are all 3 blocks in height, and then these blocks next to it are all 4, kind of corresponding with the first 4 block pillars we be placing. Now, we got a few more spruce kind of strip walls to be placing. So from this pillar here, next to our kind of 2 blocks, we're going to be taking this 1, 2, 3, okay, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and it should connect with 9. That was the wrong block. 9. Absolutely perfect. We're now going to raise this another 3 and make this wall 4 in height, like the rest of the walls around it. Making sure, by the way, boys and girls, that the kind of spruce is facing as this way. Like if you place it up, it's going to go the other way, right? Because of, you know, the Minecraft physics and stuff. So we want them facing as this way. Now, 4 blocks away from this, we have our 10 block pillar. We're going to jump to the side of this, and we're going to do another 4 block wall of sideways facing stripped kind of spruce wood all the way until we reach the strip pillar on that side. So this is kind of a little bit time consuming, but hey, it is what it is. It's going to look pretty good when it's finished, and I do hope you guys agree. If you do enjoy this video, leave a comment, leave a like, do all that good stuff. So this is what we got so far. We got our 2 kind of spruce walls connecting at the sides. Next spruce wall we're going to be placing is on the far right of the build. In between these 2 pillars, we're simply just going to be filling all of this in with stripped spruce wood facing sideways. And we're going to take it up once again at 4 in height, and it should be 10 blocks in width, because I'm pretty sure that is the gap that was in between these 2 pillars. So from the side, we got this going on. Last thing we're going to be doing with the strip spruce wood for now is jumping into our little 2 block gaps. We're going to be removing the grass in the center of these and actually placing sideways spruce wood in all of them. Don't mind my bad block placing. It's kind of crappy at the minute, but hey, it is what it is. Bang, bang. From above, we got this going on. Now we're going to jump back to the stripped oak wood and do a little bit of connecting, kind of like the dot to dots, if you will. So our first 2 pillars are the first 2 we're going to be connecting. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the 5th block up. We're going to place 1 facing sideways. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, giving us 1 block remaining at the top, and this from the front. Now, actually, I was going to make the swimming pool 1 block lower, but it kind of seems it doesn't really need to be like that. So we're just going to raise all of these by 1 more block. So the stripped kind of wood on the swimming pool is getting raised, and as well as these little stripped oak logs. And that should make a lot more sense. I was trying to do something a little bit different in my head, but there actually kind of wasn't any need for it. So that makes it a little bit more easy to follow now, doesn't it? Once again, we're going to start connecting. So from this pillar, 1 block down, we're going to carry this all the way along, sideways facing, all the way to this side. And then on this side, we're going to do this all the way along, like this. Once again, 1, 2, 3, 4, a little something like so. Alrighty, next pillars we're going to be placing. We're going to be taking this along. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 blocks. Okay, then from the other corner of this pillar, the 10 block pillar, we're going to be bringing it along 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13 blocks. So it's overhanging 1 block over this 4 block pillar just at the front. Now these 2 pillars we just placed are actually going to be the start of the kind of second story of this house. So we're going to grab a random block. I'm just going to be using spruce planks, right? And on the end of this little kind of sideways pillar we just be placing, we're going to place 1. We're then going to raise this on top with stripped oak by 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, which should join up directly to this pillar over at the back. We're now going to remove our marker block and place another one facing downwards. So we got this sideways facing, and then the final one is going to be facing down. As you can see, completely different, way the wood is facing. We're now going to take this sideways, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We're now going to place another marker block just here. On top of this, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You know the drill, exactly the same as there. Remove the marker block and place our block just here. And we're going to take this along 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13 blocks. In this corner, marker block, up 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Remove the marker block and place it with a facing downwards stripped oak block. Now on the far side, we got this wall. we're going to jump in 3 blocks, place ourselves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're now going to jump 1 block, place another 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 block again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1 block again, 1, 2, 3, 4. And 5 blocks. We should then have a little 3 block gap just here. We're now going to do exactly the same on this side. Okay, so jump in 1, 2, 3 blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Little 1 block gap, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 block, 5 blocks up. And once again, bam, 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 all the way to the top, giving us a little 3 block gap just here. Now, connecting the dots again, we're going to be joining these with sideways oak planks all at the top. Or something like so, and I think, in my opinion, the kind of difference in the way the oak is facing actually gives the build a lot more depth and a lot more life, because if it was all facing the same way, it would look a little bit samey. Now, you can do that, but I would recommend doing this, kind of having the pillars going up facing this way, and then the sideways beams facing the other way. I just think it gives the build a lot more character. Now next, we need to be going in with a little bit of a floor. So spruce wood planks, as you can see, we kind of have our 4 blocks on a different level. We're going to take the spruce wood planks all the way around the kind of perimeter and the top of this house. Like this. And then for the rest of this, we're just going to fill this entire section in with the spruce wood planks. And that is actually going to be the floor material for the kind of second section of the build. The downstairs is going to be stripped spruce. Still spruce, but you know, a little bit different here and there. Switching up the textures and all that. I know it's a lot of blocks to place, and I'm speaking a lot, and I'm trying to get this done as fast as possible for you guys. I don't want this to be an hour long, but if it does end up being a really long tutorial, hey, it doesn't really matter too much. On the downstairs, like I said, we're going to remove all of this grass, and we're going to be placing our sideways kind of stripped spruce wood, the same way as the ones we placed under our windows, actually. So getting all those in, and I'll be right back with you when I've finished removing all the grass and replacing it. Okay, perfect. All the grass is removed and replaced with our sideways facing strip spruce. Now we're going to be adding a little area for a staircase. So let's grab our stripped oak wood, and from this front pillar, we're going to be jumping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and on the 6th block, placing 1, 2, 3, 4, removing 1 block up, 5, and 6 blocks. We can then replace this just here. In front of this, we're going to remove ourselves 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 blocks of spruce wood planks. Now, dropping down to the first floor once again, in between these 2 pillars, we're going to remove 1, 2, 3, and 4 blocks, and weirdly enough, we're going to be placing some grass. This is actually going to be like a little kind of bush feature behind here, but we'll get to that when we do the, well, I say interior, but, you know, the kind of inside of the house. From this pillar just here, 1 block away from the grass, we're going to be placing 1, 2, and 3, a little something like so, and then 1 just here. So we should have a little 2 block gap, and we're going to raise this by another 1 block, making this 2 in height. Now we're going to grab our spruce wood stairs, we're going to be placing ourselves 1 just here, and 2 just like this, and replacing the block underneath with a full spruce block. Now for the stairs going to the top level, we're going to place 1 just on this end block. We're then going to place an upside down stair, and we're going to do this until we reach the 2nd floor. Bam, upside down stair like so, all the way up, normal facing stair. And that, boys and girls, is the staircase for this house. Now we're going to be doing it the inside walls. There's a lot of layers to this house, which kind of makes it pretty sweet. And for this, once again, we're using the stripped spruce wood. Alrighty, so first, from this block just here, kind of connecting with the stairs, we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 strip spruce logs, and take this up another 3 blocks, making this 4 blocks in height, people. Then we're going to be leaving a 3 block gap between this spruce wall, 1, 2, 3, and placing 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and once again, raising it another 3 blocks, making it 4 in height. So this is what we got so far. Now, from this back one, we're going to be placing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 blocks. A little something like so, and then turning it 1 and 2. These last 3 blocks are going to be raised until they're 4 blocks in height. Now on this side, we're going to be covering this little section here with 1, 2, and 3 blocks. Once again, raising them 4 in height. You're kind of getting a little picture now. And then this way, we're going to be bringing it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And now, this is the front of the house, and the windows are going to be a little bit different to the back. We're going to be doing a window every 2 blocks. So from this wall, jump 2 blocks, place 1, 2. From this wall, 1, and 2. Or something like this. Now on the back, we need our glass panes, realistically. Let's grab those. We're going to place 2 layers of glass panes all the way along the back of the house. Not you. Damn, I hate placing these things. They're so challenging. Bam, there we go, perfect. And then on the top, we're just going to be doing another layer of our stripped spruce wood. We're not going to do it sideways facing though. Doing it straight facing once again. In here, we're going to be doing 2 layers of glass panes in each of these windows. Bam, bam. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then on top of this, once again, using our spruce wood, going all the way along. this ain't looking too shabby now. We're going to actually grab our glass panes and fill in these windows just here. At the side of the house, there should be 3 of these, 4 blocks tall. And then in this little section here, this is actually going to be like the front door entrance. We're going to remove this kind of oak log and replace that with a spruce wood plank. We're then going to go in and we're going to grab ourselves some oak wood stairs, so oak wood slabs. We're going to place ourselves an oak stair upside down just here and a glass pane on top. We can actually then go in and grab ourselves any door of your choice. I'm just going to go ahead and use an oak door because everything's kind of oaky around here, and place that just here. Then with the oak slabs, we're going to be placing these on top of the spruce we just did. And this is actually going to be the material we're going to be using for our roof. So we're going to completely cover this section with these oak wood slabs. And bam, final little slab placed and the roof is complete. This house is coming together a lot now. We've still got a little bit to do, but not as much as we did before. With our windows, we can just go ahead and fill these bottom kind of windows in that we made kind of a little bit earlier on in the video. 2 blocks wide, 4 blocks high. That should be done just there. We can go around to the back and also fill these little guys in. Bam, bam, bam. We are going to be placing some trapdoors as some blinds a little bit later in the video, but we will be getting to that, like I said, a little bit later on. Now, we kind of got to finish our decking area, add a little staircase up, so let's get started on that. We're going to be using our spruce wood planks. We're going to be focusing on placing these around our swimming pool area. So, let's get starting. From this block here, we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13 blocks of spruce wooden planks. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4 on the 5th block in, taking these all the way along on top of our stripped oak. Then we're going to place another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, a little something like so. And then another 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 blocks. We're actually going to be leaving this section completely uncovered. You should have a little ledge of stripped spruce showing for our swimming pool. And that's going to be completely empty, of course, because it's a swimming pool. This little section back here can be completely filled in with our spruce wood planks. I was about to say stripped because I've been saying it so much, but they're just normal spruce planks. Now, in this little kind of U shape that we place, if you remember, we're going to place 1, 2, and 3. And for the rest of this section above, filling it in with our spruce wood planks. And that is pretty much the decking for this house complete. Then we've got to add a little bit of a staircase, but that's pretty simple also. Getting these placed in. Bam. Now, you may notice there is a little space under here, actually. And we're just going to go ahead, dig up all the grass, and actually remove that and replace it with some andesite. And now, this is a pretty cool little area because now I haven't actually got an interior design for it, but in my head, if I was to be doing it, I'd make this like our little workshop where we'd have some furnaces, crafting benches, maybe even a little bit of storage. And that would just means you don't have to have it on the inside. You could save that for a little bit more pretty interior. Now, onto our staircase, boys and girls. We're going to be using our stripped oak wood first. With our stripped oak wood, we're going to be jumping 1 block down, placing ourselves 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then we're going to count 3 blocks this way and do another 5 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we're going to just start placing little pillars lower and lower. So the next pillar is going to be 4 blocks. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Or something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to do 3 blocks. 2 blocks. And of course, a 1 block. Bam. There we go. Now, I'm just going to kind of do a little pattern inside 1 block going up, just because I really don't want any bats to spawn, because boy, do I hate those. But you don't have to do that. So this is what we got. Those are kind of just marker blocks for our stairs. In between the front blocks, 3 spruce stairs. And we're going to carry this all the way up until we reach. Why did I just do upside down ones? Oh my god, I'm placing them all over the place. Until we reach the top spruce blocks. And that is our staircase pretty much complete. Like I said, very, very simple. Now, finally, these 2 kind of pillars here are going to have 1, 2, and 3 stripped oak wood placed in between them, or something like so. Now, boys and girls, we are pretty much finished with the actual structure of our house. We're just going to go around and place a little bit of andesite about the place. Now, as you can see, we've got a kind of this little grass strip going all the way around the house. I'm going to be digging this up, and I'm going to be replacing this with andesite. I nearly got my words mixed up, but I didn't. We came in clutch. I'll be back in just a second when I'm done with this. Bam, andesite is in place. Now, around the side and at the front of the build, I'm actually going to be removing the first strip of andesite and replacing this with a path block. Now, you can, of course, use the shovel. Apparently, I can't spell either today, so, you know, that's a thing. But like I said, grabbing off path blocks, I'm going to just be removing the front row of andesite that was kind of marking out our plot at the beginning. And we're going to have to place some blocks behind it just because, you know, the path blocks do leave a little weird kind of look behind them. Bam. And on this section as well, taking a path block all the way along to the end. Now, you guys don't have to do this. I'm just doing it because it kind of makes off a little border to the house, which I think does look pretty good. Once again, going to have to get rid of that. And then at the side of the house, taking this strip of andesite all the way around to the back of the house. And that's where I'm going to leave the path block, actually. I'm going to take the path all the way around the front and the side, but I'm going to leave the back of the house completely pathless. Which I think is pretty nice, right? You guys can place path all the way around if you want, but I'm just going to leave it like that. Alright, now, so the next step of the build is to add a few decorations, because the structure is pretty much done. So I got a few materials here. We got some oak fences, we got some emeralds. I know, weird, huh? Lanterns, we got some campfires, some splash water bottles, we got some oak leaves, some sprucey leaves, some spruce trapdoors, and there'll be a few more materials as per usual, but we'll get to those. First things first, we're going to grab our oak fence, and we're going to be connecting a few of the dots. At the front, placing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7 in between our two front pillars. We can also do this all the way along the side and the back of the build, connecting the stripped oak wood with fences. Bam. Perfect. Now we're going to jump to these 3 blocks just here and place 1, 2, 3 just in that little section. Next, we're going to be jumping to the back left-hand side. We're going to place 1, a 2, and a 3. We're then going to jump to this first oak log just here and place 1, 2, 3 on this. Then we're going to jump to this one, 1, 2, and 3. And now we're going to find the fence post in line with this block. So it should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on the 8th block away. 1, 2, and 3. And this is going to have a little shelter on it, but we'll get to placing that in just a second. First, we're going to grab our lanterns, okay, and we're going to start placing a few of these. We're going to place them a little bit randomly around about the place on a few of the spruce logs, just to admit a little bit of light. And now we're going to grab our end rods in this corner just here. I'm going to place 1, bam, with a little lantern on the top, a little something like a soul. And I'm going to go place 1 in the back corner as well. Little lantern just like that. What do you guys think? Next thing we're going to be doing is grabbing our campfires. Now, this is a pretty cool feature. So, placing 1 just here, like this. And we're going to be bringing this along 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 blocks. We're then going to be using our water bottles or our splash potions of water. They're not potions, but you know what I mean. To kind of let the fire out. And this leaves us with some really nice wooden beams. Now we're going to be placing these in the same direction all the way around the perimeter and on top of these fences. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And that should take us on top of this one just here. Then we're going to take them all the way along, making sure they're facing the exact same way. And we're going to join them at the back as well. There's a lot of smoke going in the air right now, so if you have a poopy PC, your FPS might be going a bit crazy mojo, but do forgive me, we're going to be getting rid of that with our water. Bam. You go out now too. That looks so cool. Absolutely love it. Now with our spruce trapdoors, we're going to place 1, 2, 3, and 4. Jump 1 block, place 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1 block again, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And once again, finally, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Giving us 3 little spaces where we're going to start placing some leaves. Now, I'm just going to do these randomly. Let's do oak there, a bam, a little something like so. Do them there as well. Then we can do a little something like that. And the rest of the gaps, we're just going to be placing spruce leaves. From above, we got this going on. It's nice to mix up the leaves. It just kind of adds a little bit of difference between the colors. Now we've got to fill in this swimming pool. We're going to grab a bucket of water, a little something like this. And we're going to fill all of this in with, well, very obviously, water. Because that is what we have in our swimming pools. Going all the way to the top. This is very loud. So if this is really loud for you too, apologies. Because my ears are not enjoying this sound right now. Taking it all the way to the top, covering even the little ledge. And that should be us done. Hey, why are you not doing it? Huh? There must be a block in there somewhere that's having a little bit of trouble. There we go. Absolutely perfect. The water is level and our swimming pool is done. Now, next to our doorway, we're going to be placing a few little planters. So we're going to go in it. We're going to grab some dead bushes. And we're also going to go in and grab, let's just see, some plant pots. Next to our door, 1 and 2, like this. Dead bush. Oh, yeah. And then we're going to place an oak leaf above this, just like so. Now we can grab our spruce trapdoors, and in these 3 block gaps, we're going to jump just here. We're going to place, I didn't mean to do that. We're going to place 1, a 2, and then we're probably going to have to come to the side just here. 3 and 4 going up. Flick these down, and we can do exactly the same on this side as well. Let me try and get in here. 1, 2, and is it going to let me do 3? Yeah, it is. And we need to do 4. Bam. Flick all of these up, giving us this little shape, and a few more details to the side of the build. Once again, doing exactly the same on this side as well. We can get as high as 3, place 4, flick all these up. This is very time consuming, I must say, placing all these trapdoors and stuffs, but hey, it is for the greater good. The build is going to look fabulous. 1, 2, 3, and 4, flicking those up and giving us this awesome design. Boy, oh boy, is this place coming together. Soon to be done, boys and girls, soon to be done. On the front of the house, Just underneath here, you can see these little ugly spruce planks showing through. We're going to cover these, alright, with some spruce wood trapdoors and a little bit more depth to the build. Now, if I'm right in saying this should be the same at the back, no it isn't, so we don't actually have to do that. However, on the back of the build, we are going to be using these to place 2 either side of our big long window at the back. And on these windows down here, we're going to place 1, 2, 3, and 4, and flick these down, adding these little kind of window shutters. We're also going to add a little plant at the back. Let's do it 1 block away from here. Bam, bam, with a little oak leaf. And they're just like so. We're then going to grab some lanterns, and in our little kind of garage cubby hole, place 2 of them at the front, and 2 at the back in each corner. 1 and 2. A little something like this. This is looking really, really nice. Now, at the front of the house, we need our spruce trapdoors once again, and we're going to go in, we're going to place ourselves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 next to each of our windows, and flick all of these up, looking like this. Now, we need to go on the inside. And as you can see, is there a bat in there? Because that is going to really grind my nerves. Ooh, dude, I just do not like those. We're going to place 4 above these windows as well. Oh, yeah. We just need to place some light in here, don't we? Because, boys, I'm gonna have to sort this out real quick. I'll be back. The bats, they're gone. And they will not return. I hope, anyway. Behind our staircase, we're going to place a few leaves hereabouts. Not there, but hopefully inside a little bit. I'm going to go in, re-grab our little spruce guy and place... I just grabbed the same leaf. I am losing my mind. Or something like this. And then we're going to place some lanterns. It's kind of hanging down behind. I think that looks really good. Next, we're going in, grabbing some jungle trapdoors. And we're going to add a few little barriers to this staircase area. Because otherwise, you can be falling down. And that's kind of going to suck. Place a few up the top. This is what we should have. Looking all purdy. Very simple. But hey, sometimes simple is better, boys and girls. Don't let anyone tell you different. Next to our staircase, we're going to place, let's do 1, 2, 3, and 4. Flick these up like so. We're then going to remove 1, 2 blocks just here. We're going to place ourselves a little oak leaf. We're going to go in and grab the new chain block. Place 1 here. And then 1 block away. Place 1, 2, and 3. A little something like that. I think that looks really, really nice. At the front of the house, we're going to do lanterns. Let's do, how do we want to do these? Because it's kind of a little weird. Let's actually do them like this. Perfect. It doesn't really matter because you're not going to see them from the outside, but yeah, it's kind of up to you where you want the lighting in your house. But inside, that's pretty much it. We're going to add a few little details to the outside now. So I'm going to go in, I'm going to grab myself some smooth sandstone slabs, some smooth sandstone stairs. I'm going to remove all of these stuffs. We are going to be using our flower pots because, hey, we absolutely love the flower pots. And we're going to go and grab, let's just see, we'll do maybe a little bluet plant and a tulip. We're also going to need our scaffolding because they look really good for tables. Let's also grab a birch sign, and we'll also do a little birch trapdoor. Now, first I'm going to do some sun lounges. From this little light feature we got at the back, we're going to jump 1 block diagonal and 1 block away and place 1. Jump a block, place 2. In the middle of this, we're going to do our scaffolding block with a flower pot and a tulip on top. In front of the stairs, we're going to place our little sandstone slabs with our birch trapdoors in front of these, making us some really nice little sun lounges. Now, in this section over here, we're going to be doing a little table and chairs type deal. With our slabs, 1 block away from this first trapdoor, bam. We're then going to leave a gap, bam. Scaffolding in the middle. Let's do a little flower pot with our bluet plant, like so. And we can just place some birch signs on the back of each of these slabs. Very simple, once again, but hey, do be looking very, very nice. Now, the final thing to do on this house before we are completed is to add some kind of shrubbery and some bushes in these little sections here. I'm going to grab our oak leaves. I'm going to grab our spruce leaves. I'm going to grab an assortment of different plants. Let's do a little orange guy maybe. And we're going to grab our tall grass and our ferns as well. Let's do some tall grass just here. We'll then do our large ferns. We can then do a little spruce leaf maybe. And then place some oak leaves about the place as well. Let's get some of these in here. All at random. Probably going to be better. Something like this maybe. Oh yeah, that worked an absolute treat. So what I'm going to do is go around into this section, and I believe there's one at the back as well. I'm going to finish these off, and I'll be back here in just a second. And bam. Alright, so these kind of 3 little shrubbery sections are complete. The final place we need to place some leaves and stuff is on this blank wall at the side of the build. And we're going to be grabbing for this, okay? We're going to be grabbing our 2 like leaf types, spruce and oak. We're also going to be going in and needing, where you be hiding, some oak fences and some lanterns. And we're just going to make a little like feature wall, I guess. I'm going to do 2 fences, a little something like that, on both of these sides with a 2 block gap in the middle. And I'm going to hang lanterns just here and on the end, a little something like this. And now, we're pretty much just going to be placing leaves pretty randomly about the place, until we're pretty much satisfied with how they be looking. I'm going to do some oak, we're going to do some spruce in just a second. Let's do that. Bam, bam, a little something like this. Place one there, like this, next to that. That should do it. And then we're going to go on with our fences, and we're just going to place these in and about the place. A little bit randomly, I must add, because, hey, random kind of looks better with things like this. Do something like this. Bam. I'm going to do like that, maybe. That definitely works. We could even actually go in and remove the blocks under this. Actually, let's not do that. Let's go in and grab some flower pots. And we're just going to place them randomly under here. Perfect. And then, of course, we're going to need some flowers to go in here. So I'm going to grab a little dead bush, actually. Place you just here. No, actually. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. Tulip and blue plant. And boys and girls, with that being done, that completely concludes this house. I just noticed this guy's kind of looking a little bit different, aren't you? You need to be facing that way. What do you guys think of this house? I gotta admit, that took a while, but we are done. That is it for this video, guys. And if you did enjoy, please do subscribe for more videos just like this. Hit the like button because it helps me and the channel out a lot. I love your faces, and I'll see you in my next Minecraft video. Bye, guys.